So here we are on our first unique destination, located in Huntsville, Texas. Now, one of the unique things about this is, and why we've chose to come to Huntsville, is because my wife and I, about a year and a half ago, was on our way to visit some friends in Dallas. We're driving down I-45, which is, you know, a good-sized interstate, and all of a sudden we see out of nowhere this big white statue. The statue is of Sam Houston, and it's recorded to be the largest and the tallest statue of Sam Houston produced. It's 67 feet tall. So when we decided to take a bike ride up here one day, we also found out that Huntsville is a location of a unique state park as well. It's a military park, and as well they got a criminal justice state park here. Now that park is said to hold an electric chair that has put 361 people to death over a 40-year lifespan. They call it Old Sparky. So that will be another time, that will be another unique destination that we're going to take, because I like state museums, and I think they teach us a lot about the state's history. So let's go have a look at the actual statue itself. So I've just driven down. There's a nice little visitor center here, and as I'm walking up to it, this is what you'd see. You can see here. I was greeted by a pleasant young man. He came out. He explained to me that there is a gift shop here, and there's a visitor's center with a little bit of information as well about the statue. So we're actually going to walk on in, and we're going to look at some of the things they have in a case in here and see what it's about. We are. So you can see it's a nice, cool, refreshing place in order to get in out of the sun and while you're visiting. So they have restrooms here, and they have a gift shop as well. You can see there's more information for the area. So he tells me there's actually 3 different other museums here, which we'll discuss further along in another series. But so here's a case here. You can see there's some of the pieces in it. Shows the artist. He's carving it out. Would you be willing to explain to me or the audience a little bit about what some of this is?
Yes, sir. So the 2 pieces here on the left are pieces of the mold they used to make the face. The mold itself was made out of a styrofoam cast covered in plaster. Then they put in a rubber lining and then poured in concrete reinforced with fiberglass and steel. The hand, arm, and torso are from the scale model. Mr. Adickes, the artist, actually covered a neighbor of his dressed in clothes similar to those of the time period in plaster, and then multiplied everything by 10 to get the size of the big statue. Sam Houston was actually 6'7", so the statue itself is 10 times that, so 67 feet tall.
Wow. On
a 10-foot base. The 2 round things are buttons off of the jacket. They're 10 times the size of the ones on the cast. And the rifle is a reproduction Kentucky standard rifle. It is the type of rifle that they used in the Texas Revolution. That particular one was made in 1993. It was donated to us to put on display.
Okay, so a reproduction.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And again, we'll go out, we'll have a good look at the statue of you. Thank you.
Right. Y'all have a good time.
So I'll just take while we're at this, we'll just have a quick little peek about the gift shop. We will. Just so that you can all have a good look of what you could see. You could come here. They got all kinds of Texas things. Little mini knacks, stuff to buy, things to take home on your journey. Nice. Well, now we'll continue our way on out. We'll go have a look at this giant statue that's 67 feet tall. So one of the other attendants here also told me that what I had read online, that it's the tallest statue in Texas. It's the tallest statue besides the Statue of Liberty of an American, which that makes it actually even maybe a little more unique actually, because the Texan, they love Sam Houston. Obviously Houston is named after him. So, you know, to have a statue that tall. Now I understand that in Dallas they created a giraffe, and in building the giraffe they decided that they'd make it a foot taller by making the tongue curl up over the head of it. Now that's kind of cheating, so we won't say that that is the actual tallest. We will continue along with the fact that the statue of Sam Houston is the tallest statue. So they got a nice walkway here, as you can see, picnic tables where you can sit outside and enjoy a lunch. And over here in this little area, they've got a cast head. Nice looking plaque here. So we'll get a look at that and see what that has to say. Yeah, well, we'll walk down here. It's like a small amphitheater. So we'll walk in and we'll go have our picture taken with Sam Houston. How's that? The bust of Sam Houston. It's pretty cool, isn't it? That is. It's a really pretty ride up here. So I rode all the way up through 75, and you know, cause I cheated when I got out into New Waverly. I took the interstate because I wanted to take an actual picture from the interstate of the statue, so you could see what you'd see when you're actually on the interstate. And so here we go. We're coming up to it. Wow, look at that. The brick road has got all of these names. Here I am. I'm gonna zoom in on a couple of them here. And there's one called Scarlet Jack, Robin Jack, Rachel Jack, David A. Schober. So I'm gonna think and guess that this is probably laid out from people that have bought and supported the statue. And we'll get a good look at what this looks like. This is from the back side. It's actually beautifully kept. The bushes are beautiful. Got a giant. It's all white. You can actually see some of the. You can actually see some of the seams of where he was put together. So as I understand, it's created from steel. It's a steel armature on the inside the structure. And as the structure was put together, as the structure was put together, they cemented the seams, and that's what you can see down on the leg, like in the pants. And I've actually got to get quite a ways away from it in order to actually capture the entire size of it. They do. So this gives you a good idea of how tall this statue truly is. So you can see this is right off the interstate. From where I took the picture, it was right over there. Is where by that sign is where you can see that I took that picture. And it's a remarkable statue. It's actually very well done. It is. It sits on a large granite base. Now I understand that the base is roughly about 10 feet tall. So we'll zoom right on in here and we'll get a good picture. Base. It'd be kind of interesting to see where the granite came from that the base is made from. So it appears to be pink granite, which is actually native to my home state, Maine. I don't know of any granite quarries in Texas or in this area that would produce such a pink granite. So it's something that I'll look into just for my own personal sake to see what it is. Okay, so we've come up to a plaque. There's a donation plaque here, and we'll see when it was dedicated. This is the back side of the statue. really nice. It's just a different location, which makes it unique. Now we'll move on. Okay, so I've found another plaque, and because if you get to know me, I love plaques. Plaques tell us something about the sites that we're visiting, and this one is dedicated to the honor of William H. Hodge, the City of Huntsville, 2018. Just a nice plaque, tells us a little something about what's here, what's around. Another plaque.
And I think we want to go up to this. Just get it done. And that's all. Thank you. Have a good time.
So as I was walking around out there, I found that there's bricks on the, paving bricks.
Yes, sir.
Could you explain to me, in my audience, a little bit about what the paving bricks are about?
Those are a fundraiser we've run since before the statue was even built.
Okay.
People buy a brick and we get it engraved, and the proceeds go towards maintaining the statue.
Okay.
Actually, that's how we got most of the funding for the statue to be built in the first place. The artist, David Adickes, he paid for it up to about the knees, roughly $10,000, and the rest of the roughly $300,000 was paid for through donations and the bricks.
Okay. What does a brick cost?
They go anywhere from $100 for the smallest one up to $5,000 for the ones in front of the statue.
Okay. And for anybody looking or anybody that sees this, could you give me the information that you gave me earlier? Will that be on that where they could do that if they wanted to?
Yes, sir. We actually have an order form over here. Just come get one, fill it in, send it in, check, cash, money order, and we'll get it set up for you.
Okay. So there's the order form right there. I will